Last week at Watkins Glen, Ray Kingsbury redeemed himself for the loss at Daytona with a dominating victory in New York. Behind him, Cody Cosgrove held off Kevin Fanning despite not having a front bumper, and Josh Stoltz survived the slugfest in the AM subclass to take his first victory of the season. We head to the first street course of the calendar tonight in the rain. SimCAR from Montreal is next. Our venue this week is Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. This unrelenting circuit has very little room for error as walls line both sides of this cramped circuit. The pit lane entry is also a point of contention as it is right in the middle of the braking zone for the final chicane, and with the ever-present wall of champions on the exit of that chicane, so many drivers over the years have been a victim of that tire barrier. The format for the SimCAR Grand-Am Series is as follows. We are finishing open practice now, which leads us into a 15-minute qualifying session to determine the grid for our 60-minute race tonight. The 15th season of the SimCAR Grand-Am Series continues tonight live on the Automotive Sports Network. With Bryan Sawyer in the production truck, my name is Josh Mertz as we welcome you to Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The SimCAR Grand-Am Series on ASN is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation. Trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers' Championship. By Too Fast Racing, a massive sim community built on the high-octane world of BeamNG drag racing, now taking on iRacing with over 14,000 members. From the drag strip to the curves here at SimCAR, Too Fast Racing is where speed lives. By Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the SimCAR Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. And finally, by Mr. Patches, makers of custom patches that let you wear your racing pride. And this season, they're putting $50 on the line for each class's winning team. From the track to your jacket, Mr. Patches has you covered as the presenting sponsor for the team's championship. Before I give a question to Bryan Sawyer, I want to say thanks to Josh Donnell, thanks to Alex Laursen filling in for me last week. It was very sunny down in Florida. It was a great time. Happy birthday, Cody Erdman, turning 30 today. We were hanging out last week. Bryan, Ray ran away from the field. I was checking in throughout the night. Noticed he ran away. What are we thinking? Do we see a championship run developing for him?
Oh, we might be seeing a championship run for him. He's doing very well. I think he was third first week, and then, yeah. So then last week's performance, but this track's gonna be super interesting this week. A lot of rain. I mean, this track is it's gonna be a real hard one, Josh. It's a one rain race this season, so it looks like we're gonna get a lot of it. Definitely gonna be a struggle. A lot of chicanes, and if you're over accelerating in the chicanes on the wet, we're gonna see a lot of spinning.
Especially, my thought process goes, and this might be an obscure F1 reference to some of our viewers, but I remember 2011 Canadian Grand Prix. It was downpouring just like this. It started to dry out. Sebastian Vettel put one tire off the dry line onto the wet part of the track on the final lap, lost the race. And we could potentially see that here if the track dries out. It's going to be fantastic to see as we are finishing up practice. Bryan, as you know, everyone might hear, I'm not exactly the healthiest at the moment, so if we could take a look at points or programming notes or whatever, I need to drink some water, so I want to pass it off to you.
Absolutely. Let's look at points coming into this evening. We're going to start with the overall standings with Ray Kingsbury on top with 84 points. Dex Lindgren in second, 71, followed closely by Kevin Fanning at 67. Matt Kingsbury, 52. Raymond Rodriguez, John Banks, Jesse Pate, Cody Cosgrove, Dan Coletta, and Rob Edgell are our top 10 this evening. And then over in the AM class, Ray Kingsbury 5th in overall, first in AMs with 77 points, followed by Rob Edgell with 69, Jesse Pate 68, Josh Stoltz, Tucker Lindgren, Carson Quint, Scott Lindgren, Tim Taplin, Jason Lynn, and Travis DeFlumer are top 10. Gonna go over to the full schedule for ASN coming up. Right now we're only on SimCAR. I got a few special events coming up for us though on ASN. Those will be announced pretty soon. But next week we'll be back here at Silverstone, same time, same place, same broadcast. Then we're going to Monza, The Bend, Motegi, Magny Cours, Mexico City, and finishing off the season at Sebring. And I can see the checkered flag just fell on practice. So Josh, if you're back, we're about to hit qualifying.
As I am. I had a wonderful time drinking my kiwi strawberry electrolyte water. It's good. Just so everyone's aware, I would call it 80-degree temperature fluctuation from Florida to basically Chicago. Not a fun time. And that's where we are. And we're here. And we're rolling in qualifying. First car on track, Dex Lindgren in the 26. Winner at Daytona. What a chaotic race that was a couple weeks ago. Spinning in the kink, facing the wrong way against traffic, sent basically to the back, and then still won the race. I don't understand. I don't claim to understand. We've seen some crazy things in sim racing. Through the first chicane, the tree-lined sectors here in Montreal. You gave me some trivia questions before we went live, and you said, Josh, what is this track used for 364, I'm going to correct you. What is the track used for 362 of the other days of the year? It's a park. People ride their bikes. People walk. It's a city park in Montreal on a man-made island in the Ile Notre Dame River. It was used, that little river was used for rowing in the 1960-something Olympics, I think. And then this track built in 1978, I believe. Named after Gilles Villeneuve, father of Jacques, the legendary Canadian racing driver. As Lindgren down to the hairpin. Aquaplaning in the braking zone, Brian.
Yeah, this track definitely a little special to me. I've won a few rookie road races, but my first I would consider real road race. I won here in F4, so a little special to me. I mean, I definitely didn't deserve the win. A bunch of people died in front of me, but a first win's a first win, so I'm happy with it.
As Lindgren will go through the final chicane, the braking zone for this wall of champions. So many champions over the years have been clobbered and gobbled up by that tire barrier. Sebastian Vettel, 2011. Michael Schumacher, I think mid-2000s. I'd say 2004. That happened to him. And down to turns 1 and 2. It's a very short run down to the first corner. We'll see that later on. And these guys are tiptoeing these GT3 cars through 2, down to turn 3. And we talk about it all the time, Brian. Don't touch the paint under normal circumstances. Don't touch the grass, but especially into the fence he goes. Don't touch the curbs.
Yeah, I mean, you touch the curbs, your car's definitely going to get upset a little balance-wise, and if there's wet
and
on the
he's
other
spun
side,
in front of Crossgrove.
Yeah, you're going to go
Crossgrove avoids him.
Good job getting off the track. Crossgrove looking like a predicted lap time of a 146, a low 146. Maybe get it down to the 145s.
134.4 was the fastest lap by Kevin Fanning in the 911. And one car that has not set a lap time, actually he did, Ray Kingsbury, at a 144.6. He just arrived home from work, I believe, so he might be down on practice. So, championship leader on the back foot, potentially, as we take a look at Crossgrove still in the 9.
I can tell you Ray's been practicing all week. We share a Discord server. I've seen his lap times coming through, so I can see that he's been practicing. Maybe a little cold today, but he's definitely been out on the track trying.
Down the back straightaway. And the pit entry is going to be exceptionally tricky with the rooster tails and the spray coming from these cars. Through the right, through the left. What will Crossgrove run? Should be the first lap, the benchmark set, after Lindgren spun across the line in the Mercedes. 1 minute 49.918 for the Canadian. Behind him, Matt Kingsbury from Connecticut, 149.9. Kevin Fanning, 149.6 to P1. Ray Kingsbury begins his third lap. The other 2 laps did not count. John Ebersol, 150.9. You said last week, how do I do it when I rattle off 9 lap times within 2 seconds, Brian? It's severe ADHD, is what I will say. That's the key to getting the lap times rattled out real quick. Josh Stoltz goes to P4, 1 minute 50.746, and he was full commitment in turn 1. Steven Savigny, P1 in the 499, 1 minute 49.502. It's about a tenth, maybe 2/10 over Kevin Fanning in the 911. In the Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche strong this season. They've been discussing maybe BOP in it just a little bit. Not sure if they've done that yet or not. I don't think they have. Otherwise, we'd see a few less Porsches.
As I was looking through the Discord chat through the week, and I can't remember who said it. Maybe it was you. Said it was basically a Porsche Cup race with 1 or 2 maybe Corvettes sprinkled in. Raymond Rodriguez to 6th, 1 minute 50.613 for the Puerto Rican. Bryan Sohn in the 0-3. What will he run in his first lap? 1 minute 52.882. And we look at Scott Lindgren now, but if we can pick up Miguel Rivas in the 290, barely made the final chicane. The man who won, 5 races last season? All over the track under acceleration. The car does not like that. What will he run? The man from Mexico. The lap didn't count, so he must have gone off somewhere. Cody Crosgrove, 1 minute 48.419, P1 for the Canadian.
Yeah, Cody's been at the top of the board pretty
Ray Kingsbury,
consistently.
P1, points leader. Right as you said that, by half a second, Brian.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's really testing the limit of the car.
John Ebersol to 7th in the 93. Steve Baker begins his lap. Josh Stoltz in the 199. If we can pick him up, he crosses the line. 1 minute 49.6. He goes to 5th. Jesse Pate, Christian Youngwall. Pate in 11th. And Youngwall didn't. That lap didn't count. Karsten Quint to 4th. As we look at Stoltz for the moment, off monitor, we had Youngwall and Pate racing and qualifying, but Josh Stoltz through the first sector into the middle sector. Tucker Lindgren goes to 3rd in the 997 at a 1 minute 49.071. And let's see who we have. Will Kevin Fanning give Ray Kingsbury some slipstream is the main question. They exit the hairpin. And we head down the back straightaway, still focused on Josh Stoltz. He sits in the 7th position in the 199, winner of the AM class last week in Watkins Glen, New York. And Cody Crosgrove got held up by Miguel Rivas. Rivas was all over the track again in the 290. And the 9 will cross the line. Let's see what he will run. Looking to improve, 1 minute 47.336. He got held up and went fastest in the 9. Kevin Fanning, 47.7. Kingsbury, 47.1. Back to P1. And the ebbing and flowing is going to begin with about 7 minutes left in qualifying.
Yeah, we're going to go back and forth. I think I got my problem fixed, Josh. Particles too high in the rain. Watching my frame rate drop the low 40s. So I can't do that. I'm going to adjust what I can without a restart.
As Josh Stoltz, 6th quick, 49.3. Jesse Pate crosses the line. Will he finally set a lap time in the 31? He does. 1 minute 50.422. P11. Karsten Quint to 5th. Steven Savigny still 8th. Daniel Coletta in the 99. We stay focused on Raymond Rodriguez on the backside of the circuit.
Daniel Coletta with a huge jump from 13th up to 5th. Jason Lynn also. Jason Lynn was about 16th, now up to 5th. And then Scott Lindgren. Everybody's popping up to 4th, 5th area.
Bryan Sohn, the next car to be finishing a lap, if we can take a look at him in the 0-3. And this is what's interesting about running in the rain. You're so used to utilizing the curbs, utilizing the paint, getting as much of the racing surface that you can use, but you can't touch this paint. You can't touch these curbs. It's ice. And you just have the muscle memory of a dry track potentially. And to me, I'd be in the fence. It'd be over. Rodriguez crosses the line. The lap still does not count for the 129. Cosgrove crosses the line. Back to P1. 1 minute 46.145 by a full second over Ray Kingsbury. Where's Kevin Fanning? 1 minute 47.386. Kingsbury crosses the line in the 25. The 5th lap does not count for him, nor does it count for his brother. Dex Lindgren to 4th. Is the Trek drying out? Let's take a look. I don't know if you have that graphic that you can pull. It is. It's drying up. The rain is done.
No,
but it is going to rain.
Update it. I really don't have that graphic. Yeah. Well, no, Josh. Looking at the forecast, this looks like the end of the rain. So we just might be on rain now, wet track for the remainder of the evening. Track speeding up as it dries out.
Steven Savigny to 2nd, Ray Kingsbury 3rd, Karsten Quint 4th. It's just a matter of when you're going to begin your lap and when you're going to end your lap, as the track will get faster and faster as we go. 16-mile-an-hour wind right now. If we're looking at the forecast, the sim is estimating at 2:45 p.m. game time, it will begin to rain again. For context, in the sim right now, it is 2:10 p.m., and I don't know what it's going to kick the game time to for warm-up in the race. So we might see
That's a
some
great
rain.
Point. It's a great point. Yeah, it looks like it's going to rain for about between 15 and 20, 30 minutes maybe.
Let's try and pick up Ray Kingsbury again. He is searching for a second on Cody Cosgrove. Steven Savigny 2nd by 0.8 of a second away from Cosgrove.
Whole bunch of cars coming through right now.
As Rodriguez, Cosgrove, 146.1. He matches his time, crashes into Raymond Rodriguez. Miguel Rivas, 47.6, I believe. 46.6 for Fanning. He goes 2nd quick. Kingsbury across the line, 46.4. He goes to 2nd. He's still searching for 3/10. This is the fascinating bit of qualifying when it begins to dry out after a rainstorm, Brian. It's you just have to time it correctly. It is such a game of chess. When are you going to go out? If you're going to get slipstream, Steve Baker goes to 2nd behind his teammate by about 1/10. Lindgren crashes into the fence again off monitor in the 26. He's got to park it again.
Yeah, and if you're trying to do it optimally, I mean, you know how long your lap.
Steven Savigny, P1, 45.7 for the 499. We have broken the 45-second bracket.
Yeah, track definitely getting a little better for these guys. But like I was saying, if you're really trying to time it out, you know how long qualifying is. You know what your lap times are. You know when you want to leave the pits, and if you have an issue, you know when you go back out, just so you get that optimal timing. So you get one last flying lap on the driest track possible.
That's Cody Cosgrove right behind Miguel Rivas in the 290. The last time he was behind him, he still went quicker. The time might say 7.5 minutes. We are only going for 10 minutes. So whoever crosses the line with 10 minutes left, their laps will count.
Yeah, this
here
is
in
everybody's
qualifying.
last lap. We've expired time. Everybody's last flyer.
Across the line. Thank you for picking me up on that. I didn't recognize the session was set to 20, so thank you on that one. Will Cosgrove improve? He's looking for about half a second across the line. It didn't count. Miguel Rivas goes to 4th. Where is Ray Kingsbury? Across the line on the 25. 1 minute 45.650 for the former champion, the inaugural champion of the SimCAR Grand-Am Series. He goes to P1 by 0.5 of a second. Where's Savigny? Can he respond? Let's find the 499 with Daniel Coletta in the 99 behind him. Down the backstretch. Is he weaving? Steve Baker to P1 by 0.5 over Kingsbury. Into the final chicane. Spot your braking point. Don't use too much curb. Final chicane. And now the run to the line. For Steven Savigny in the 499. Karsten Quint goes to 6th in the 555 across the line. And the 7th lap, nowhere close for Savigny. Now these guys are still pushing, Brian. I don't know if they were given the checkered flag.
I'm pretty sure I was looking at the timer saying 30-something seconds left, although I could be blind. I'm known to be blind sometimes. We determined
Dr.
I can't
Lindgren
read,
to
I
11th.
can't count, and I'm blind on these broadcasts.
You can't read, you can't count, you can't speak, you can't push buttons correctly. You try your best, though. I believe in you.
I mean, I got spirit.
Yes. Wonderful spirit. Clinton Funk through the final chicane. You better not be texting and driving, kid. I'll be very disappointed in you in the 122. Will we see Clinton Funk's sympathy corner as well? We'll just have to wait and see. Across the line, the 8th lap does not count for him. Rivas and Cosgrove side by side to the line. 1 minute 45.0. And that's P1 by half a second for Cosgrove.
Oh, if he's that fast, Kingsbury's going to be responding with a
Kingsbury 45-1. He just finished that lap.
It's about 2/10 off.
Matt Kingsbury 45-9 in the Corvette. Steve Baker, what will he do? The 6th lap does not count for Cosgrove's teammate.
We're going to go look at Savigny. He's almost done with his lap, and I think he's the next guy that can challenge the top time.
I'm looking at Karsten Quint right in front of him, the 3rd Solpec car, 4th Solpec car rather, across the line, 146.634 across the line for Savigny, 45.4 by 4/10. He goes to P3. And I think, have we gotten the checkered flag?
Yes, we
Dex
have.
Lindgren finally has a lap count. Checkered flag waves, flying laps count. And this might be, well, Cosgrove's still on track. Kingsbury's got one last chance, and he's going to get a decent slipstream from the Corvette of Fanning. Shout out to all of our viewers hanging out with us on ASN Live. We're in qualifying and about to finish up. As Clinton Funk, Cody Cosgrove, Miguel Rivas, Kevin Fanning, Ray Kingsbury. That's our cluster of cars here. Christian Youngwall has gone to the pit lane. As we take a look at the start-finish line, Funk will cross, finishing his 9th lap, 49.1. We've got Rivas at a 45.6. Cosgrove pits. Kingsbury across the line. 1 minute 45.6. He does not improve. That might be it for qualifying. Nope, we still got a few more cars.
Coming. Next car that we should be seeing is 199 Josh Stoltz, followed by the 555 of Karsten Quint, and then the 499 of Steven Savigny. Steven may be able to get something happening here. He's currently in 3rd.
Stoltz will cross the line in the 199. 146.5. Karsten Quint in the 555 will cross the line. 146.3. We've got one more car. Steven Savigny, P2, 1 minute 45.121 by 0.11 of a second.
Dex Lindgren
Dex
coming across
Lindgren,
now.
46.3. And that is qualifying done and dusted, and that is pole position for Cody Cosgrove in the 9. Love these rain sessions. This is going to be super fun as we get set to roll in Montreal. We're going to step aside for just a couple moments. Yes, Brian.
I just want to say, hey, it just pushed us to practice, pushed us to 3 p.m., just past the rain.
Ooh.
Yeah, I see more coming at 4, though. Oh, it's 4:15, 4:30. Looks like heavy rain. I think we're getting a full rain session.
I think near the end of the race at a minimum. So we got some exciting stuff getting set to roll in Montreal. You won't miss a thing. We'll be right back on ASN.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two and Terminal. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Ronnie's going to hold his power.
You're so interesting.
I love.
The SimCAR Grand-Am Series on ASN is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation, Too Fast Racing, Lambert Designs, Bryan's not catching up with me, and then by Mr. Patches. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network, no matter the platform at ASN TV USA. According to Bryan, we might even be on the dark web. I have no idea about that one. Ring the bell to catch our live streams every week. We're aiming for 1,000 subscribers here on ASN Live, currently at 983. As we welcome you back to round 3 of the SimCAR Grand-Am Series in 2026A with Bryan Sawyer in the production truck and next to me in the commentary box. My name is Josh Mertz. We're here in Montreal in Canada. The track is dry for the moment, but as we talked about before the break, Bryan, there is rain looming according to our forecast. What are we thinking?
I'm thinking these drivers are pushing it a little bit. I would not be driving right now. I don't want to get even slightly used to this dry track because from what we can see on the forecast, it's going to pour.
It reminds me of course, NASA Rallycross reference, forgive me. We have our guys in the feature, right? And they practice during that warm-up, and the track gets completely obliterated with no dirt. You're driving on a full asphalt track. Then you reset the track for the feature, and those guys have no clue what they're doing. That's what we're seeing right now. You don't want to get used to this dry-ish track compared to the monsoon that we're going to see in a couple of moments. We do have a couple minutes until we grid. Do we want to take a second look at programming notes, Bryan? What we've got coming up?
Absolutely. It's just SimCAR for right now. That's
the wrong button.
I don't know where my buttons are. It's just SimCAR right now. Next week at Silverstone, then Monza, The Bend, Motegi, Magny Course, Mexico City, Sebring, same time, same place, each week. Probably the same broadcast crew, unless something drastic happens. Other than that, got a couple special ASN events coming up. I'll announce them shortly, and then we'll get them in. Oh boy, we'll get some off-screen crashes, but I'll let you know.
Got some big things planned for NASA. Yeah, we're looking at some ASN special events. ASNTVUSA.com/Discord. It's not official yet, but I decided to make it official. We are launching some special events. Those will be more information, but We've got that going. NASA comes back in March. SimCAR, of course, throughout the year. I took a look on Saturday at the DRS-CCA versus WDCR, the SCCA heads showdown. Alex Laursen, Hayden Saka, you guys did great. We're looking to have more of those guys on the airwaves in the future.
Do we know who won that race, Josh? I know there were 2 races, but do we know which SCCA group won?
I think Washington, D.C. Alex is in the chat if you want to confirm that for us, Alex. But
Alex, who won?
I hope he's in the chat. I saw him in there. I don't want to fabricate and be incorrect, but I just have a feeling that I think... Yep, DC won both the races.
Both races, all right. I know Alex was
just a
broadcasting.
reminder.
I was watching a movie.
As if you missed that show or any of our shows on the Automotive Sports Network, you can go back on ASN On Demand, aka ASN TV USA on YouTube, and all of the on-demand shows will be there. And hopefully soon we're going to be simulcasting on Twitch or YouTube. Pick your poison of the algorithmic gods to how you would like to enjoy our content. Doesn't matter the platform, Bryan. You got the dark web. You got TikTok. I think I'm arguing with Twitter about the handle. I want to get back on that. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Minion memes, whatever it might be. We're there. Okay.
We're going to Minion memes?
That was a Jared Benson reference that nobody understands except for me. So it's been a long day. The Josh and Bryan podcast has 30 seconds left, and then I have to drink more water. So, yay.
Yeah,
ignore Clinton Funk in chat. I'm definitely not mean. I'm not mean.
Oh,
I don't know how to speak, though.
I'm with Clinton. But, yeah, we only got about 5 cars driving right now, which really says...
These guys are... I don't know. That's not a good idea. I've got my eyeballs locked on this radar and what the sim time is. It's 3:10 in the sim right now. The rain begins at 4 o'clock. Where is it going to kick us forward to? And if we've got the hour-long race, what does the weather look like?
Well, it's looking like 45 minutes of rain at least.
18-mile-an-hour winds, 19-mile-an-hour winds. The session has kicked forward. Just kidding, it hasn't. 1 second left. 0, and we roll forward. It is 4 p.m., and it is raining, and it has rained the entire evening in Montreal, Bryan. Let's take a look at our grid. Cody Cosgrove, Steven Savigny, Ray Kingsbury, Steve Baker, Miguel Rivas, Matt Kingsbury, Karsten Quint, Dex Lindgren, Josh Stoltz, Kevin Fanning. The top 10. Daniel Coletta, John Ebersol, and we've got Scott Lindgren, Tucker Lindgren, Brian Sohn, Jason Lynn, Josh Sussey, Raymond Rodriguez, Jesse Pate, Clinton Funk, and Christian Youngwall. And if we have incidents, we've got Brandon Lambert in the Toyota safety car getting set to roll. The gridding process has been extended to 10 minutes. Why? Are we missing someone? Clinton, maybe. I don't know. We have no word as to what's going on here, but I guess we're waiting for Clinton. Oh, really? Clinton was out of the session. There we go.
Interesting.
Clinton fell out of the session.
Nice of them to race for him. Or wait for him. I'm not that nice. But...
You see, we did that once in NASA, and it broke more things than it was worth.
I made multiple people miss that grid.
That was 2023 Barcelona? Yeah, I got nightmares about that night.
It's definitely
we roll in Montreal. It was definitely Barcelona. I'll remember that one. I just don't remember the year or the season. So this is the one time we will see the Porsche safety car. It leads us on the initial start. And then we will roll with the Toyota safety car driven by Brandon Lambert if we have an incident. But Cody Cosgrove, Steven Savigny. Interesting. Mercedes versus Porsche on the front row. Mercedes, Porsche, Corvette. The top 3 rows, top 6 positions in qualifying. Karsten Quint, top qualifying AM driver. Josh Stoltz in 9th, Quint in 7th. As we have an hour of racing, we've got predictions of half a lap before we crash. I don't know. Either way, I don't have time to get my hard hat.
It's going to be the first. It's going to be the first chicane.
First corner. Alrighty. Safety car is off. We get set for an hour in monsoon conditions in Canada. Thanks for joining us on ASN. We get set to go green. $50 miles an hour, nice and slow. Everybody side by side. Clinton Funk's in the pit lane. We go green in Montreal. Off the line, down to the first corner. Cosgrove beats Savigny. Savigny backs way out of it. Here comes Kingsbury. One around. It's Matt Kingsbury in the 21. You were exactly right. Another car around. It's 499 of Savigny. 2 cars around in the first corner. We're side by side mid-pack. Crossing the track is Savigny in front of Bryan Sohn in the 0-3. Do we have another car around in the front of the field? Cosgrove severely struggling in the 9 up front. Side by side in the chicane. Ray Kingsbury off the road.
Struggling. He's lost almost 3 positions off of that.
Got passed by Rivas in the 290. Cosgrove leads. Baker second, the teammates. Rivas, Kingsbury, Lindgren, Quint, Fanning, Stoltz, Lindgren, Coletta, the top 10. Rodriguez, Pate, Sohn, everybody else pretty single file. And Clinton Funk might catch up to the back of this field if everyone else has some issues. Down the backstretch to the second chicane. And Steve Baker really deep on the curbs in the 2. And I think, Brian, a big point of contention for this is going to be, where is your braking zone for this hairpin at the far end of the circuit? Steve Baker aquaplaning in the braking zone, but he saved it in the 2. Scott Lindgren under investigation by race control for an incident on lap 1. Stoltz and Fanning. Stoltz looked in the Corvette against Fanning in the 911. Nothing doing there. Youngwall behind Sohn. They touch on the grass. Goes Youngwall. That's a little ambitious. In the 22, he passes the 03 of Sohn down the backstretch into the final chicane for the first time. And Cody Cosgrove leads at the end of the first lap. A very tricky first lap here, Brian, in Montreal.
Yeah, I'm just looking at
what
some
a
of the
send
chat.
for Savigny! And he made it work!
Majority Banks in chat saying that send was insane. Or not the send, the rejoin was insane. I think it was Savigny just pulling right back on the track in front of cars. That is it's a terrifying way to rejoin the track. Matt Kingsbury grabbing some positions here in this chicane, back up to 15th after his spin.
Ebersol pits. Do we have
Ray Kingsbury?
I'm gonna say, do we have replays? But if these guys are having some issues, what happened to Rivas in the 290? Oh, he crashed behind Baker from the 3rd spot. He didn't hit any paint. He just locked the rears. Oh, huge hit.
What happened to him? Yeah, he received a meatball flag for that one. I don't have a replay for that yet, but I will hit a replay for the beginning of the race, see what we can see.
I'll keep an eye on this if you want to take us through those replays.
Back up front here, we look at Kingsbury loses it, goes really wide off track. We just seeing a few. I think that's Savigny. Yep, Savigny off the track. Look at this rejoin, though.
That's gnarly.
Just right back. Really right back into traffic, making all these cars avoid him. Not a super big fan of that one. And then back here, what is this? I don't know what this incident is. This
Another
is back
view
on the start.
Of that.
Yep. But let's go look at what happened to Miguel Rivas.
It just didn't stop.
Miguel Rivas, yep, he just didn't stop. Ooh, into the wall. It'd be better that we didn't see it on camera. Christian Youngwall just had an incident as well.
Ray Kingsbury's passed Steve Baker off monitor.
This is...
Baker let him go.
What is this?
Is that Youngwall?
Youngwall and Sohn, I believe. Oh. And we're going back to live pictures.
Cosgrove fastest lap, 1 minute 48.5.
Let's get back. Yeah, let's get back up to the front for a little bit here.
Kingsbury in second. Jason Lynn and Youngwall battling for position. Just looking on our timing screens. They're dueling away. No, they're not, because Jesse Pate has spun in front of them in the back of the field, and Pate backs up out of harm's way. He's driving with no rear wing, though, so I would say that that's the problem for the 31. Surprised. I don't know if you can see. Does he have a meatball flag? Just Jesse Pate in the 31.
Let's go check. Jesse Pate does not have a meatball flag. You can drive without the rear wing. You don't need to. You don't need it, but you need
Savigny
it.
and Rodriguez dueling for the 10th place. And Savigny sent it, made it stick on Rodriguez in the 129. Cody Cosgrove loves this in the 9. His teammates are dueling away, Kingsbury and Baker for the 2nd spot. And the other Soul Pet car, Carson Quint, in the 555. So they are trying to make it 1, 2, 3, and 4 position sweep right now.
Oh.
But Dex Lindgren has interfered with that.
Track coming back. He is a blinking car. Christian Youngwall happy to get by. Scott Lindgren not going to be a fan. He's got no front. Scott Lindgren's got no front of the car. Now he's chasing down Jason Lynn. Can't afford really any more damage. Back up front, Steve Baker pushing on Ray Kingsbury, trying to make a move happen.
Karsten Quint had something happen, Bryan, in the 555. He's had to give up numerous positions. Jesse Pate is calling for investigation between the incident with the incident between him and Youngwall. No response from race control.
Yeah, I'll go back and look at that one. I believe this is Jesse Pate.
This is when he spun on his own.
Oh, is this a self spin? This is a self spin. I don't. Oh, here's the
incident that you.
Oh, is that the incident? Is that
earlier.
who was involved there?
Yeah, it was Pate and it was Youngwall. What happened? Oh, it's like Pate wants that to be investigated when he came over into Youngwall. It looks like.
Yeah, we're currently looking at Youngwall.
Car left. What are you doing? I feel bad for the 3rd car that got caught up. I missed who it was, but they just drove right into a car that was off the road. All right. Cody Cosgrove leads. Kingsbury 2nd. 3rd is Steve Baker. 4th, Dex Lindgren. 5th now, Kevin Fanning. We've got Karsten Quint in the 555 leading this brigade. Josh Stoltz, Tucker Lindgren, Steven Savigny, Daniel Coletta. There's a gaggle, a cluster, whatever adjective you want to use, of cars from, let's call it 5th, back to 10th. Off the road went Tucker Lindgren for the moment in the 997. He gives up a couple places. Karsten Quint and Josh Stoltz dueling away for the 6th position. Stoltz on the outside in the 199, all crossed up on the paint, and Quint nearly into Fanning. I think they touched in the hairpin, and Fanning makes it stick, gets the drive off the corner, but Stoltz beats him in the 2nd phase of the acceleration off of the hairpin. Under investigation, Bryan Sohn, Christian Youngwall, and Jesse Pate. So it was Bryan Sohn that had that collision as Fanning slipstreaming Stoltz down to the final chicane. You got to be either brave or really timid on these brakes. Stoltz misses the corner. He's going to get a slowdown for that one. Savigny on Fanning. Will Savigny shoot the gap? He will. 3 wide for the moment. They nearly touch. Savigny 2 for 1 special. Way too late, though, on the brakes. In the 499. He made it work. Okay. I thought he was fishtailing, Bryan. I thought it was over.
Oh, getting a nice train here. About what, 8 cars here within 2-3 seconds of each other. Really no room for error. I mean, you're separated. I mean, these gaps are 4 to 7 tenths between some of these cars, but I mean, in the rain, that's more like racing 1 to 2 tenths off of each other. If somebody has an incident, you might want to react, but you can't react the same way. If you react too tight or too quickly, you're gonna have your own incident.
As Savigny is dancing the Porsche in front of this cluster of cars. Karsten Quint leading this train. Kevin Fanning in front of them. Steven Savigny in the 5th position. Lindgren and Stoltz. And Matt Kingsbury and Daniel Coletta. Kingsbury, like no way he saves that car. He got it slowed down. He was all over the track. I thought he was going to end up in the back bumper of Raymond Rodriguez.
Yeah, I thought he was going for a pass on the outside of Raymond Rodriguez. It looked like he goes, I should do that, but not in these conditions. In other conditions, he might have had it, but you just saw the car starting to dance. Sorry about the timing tower. Everybody got that fixed. It does some fun things when people start doing crazy things.
Kingsbury and Baker still dueling for the 2nd position. And Stoltz, what happened to Josh Stoltz in the 199? I think he got another slowdown. He had to give up a lot of positions. He did. He cut the final chicane again in the 199. Already 10 minutes in, and it certainly doesn't feel that way. Jesse Pate has crashed again. It is now Jesse Pate's sympathy corner, and he hit the wall of champions in the final corner. One thing that we did not do during qualifying was ride on board and see how treacherous this circuit is. So, Bryan, pick a car, and we'll enjoy a lap here in Montreal. Never mind, hold on! Steve Baker spins from third! In the Mercedes, loops it, comes back out in front of Dex Lindgren. He's going to lose that spot, but that will be the only position that he loses. And he just overcooked that chicane in the 2. If you want to take a look at that, you can. I'll go ahead and...
That's Raymond Rodriguez off the track in front of Matt Kingsbury. Matt Kingsbury gets by him now, and that's who we're going on board with.
Followed him in sympathy.
As Matt Kingsbury's got some pace. We're coming around to the final bend here. And
he's got some pace way too fast into the hairpin.
Yeah, he's got some pace. Maybe might see some on-track passes here, but we'll ride on board him for a lap.
We got a 3-wide catastrophe into turn 1. I'm sorry to break us out of that. Raymond Rodriguez, Christian Youngwall, and I think it was Jason Lynn. No, it was Daniel Coletta. They were 3-wide going into the braking zone of turn 1. It was never going to work. And Coletta, he actually hit the grass, crossed in front of both of them, and off the road he went. I don't know if we could pull up a replay of that one going into turn 1.
Oh, wow.
That could have been much worse.
Yeah, could have been much worse. Surprised these two survived also. Raymond Rodriguez being the beneficiary of it. Getting in front of both cars.
As Cody Crossgrove 3.5 seconds up on his teammate Ray Kingsbury. Dex Lindgren still battling Steve Baker for third after Baker's spin. Baker into the hairpin, clip the paint, off the road he goes. Here comes Steven Savigny in the 499. Savigny couldn't get the rotation.
Yeah, Savigny couldn't deal with the car being on the outside, couldn't get it around. Best thing he could do is just let the rear end collect itself and give up that position for the time being.
Incident under investigation. Coletta Rodriguez Youngwall on lap number 7 that we just saw in turn 1. There was an incident under investigation with Ebersol and Bryan Sohn on lap number 5. Not sure what had happened there. Apologies for missing that one.
On lap number 5?
Yes. Ebersol and Sohn. Yes.
I don't have anything.
Baker and Lindgren battling on screen for third. Steven Savigny joining this party as well. The Mercedes and a Porsche sandwich.
Oh, we got a dive. We got a dive for fourth.
Savigny forces Baker.
I don't know how I feel about that, Josh.
Baker's not happy.
And a push.
He came over race control. Yeah, he came over race control or voice chat and said something. I couldn't catch it, but it wasn't. His tone was not pretty.
I think we're gonna go back and look at that. Let's go look at that from high above. We can. It's
some phenomenal action. This is through turn 2. Exiting turn 2, down to turn 3. And I had this happen to me. It wasn't in the rain and it wasn't in GT3, so forgive me. It was in a DRS CCA race at Leadon, and you're following a guy, right? And I didn't expect this guy to brake so early. You just snap out of line and hope you don't touch him. And in this instance, I think there was a little bit of contact. Steve Baker, not the happiest of campers.
Yeah, could have been worse. Wasn't too bad.
Dex Lindgren is not happy with Savigny either. In the hairpin, Savigny tried it, and Lindgren just said, "You've got damage," or "He's got damage." Okay, I don't know what's happening with this battle. Oh no, Steve Baker was the one that dive bombed. Bryan, there's so much happening. I have no clue. We're just here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened in the hairpin there. I know Savigny dive bombed on Baker. Baker might have dive bombed on Lindgren. I don't know.
These guys dueling away for the third position. As Kingsbury has come up to Miguel Rivas in the 290. We've got Lindgren, Baker, and Savigny battling for third. All pro class cars. And he's going to do it again. Savigny thought about it on Baker. Couldn't get it done. Through the chicane. Much quicker in the Porsche compared to the Mercedes.
As much as I know he wants to go through right there, passing
Baker.
on the...
Ooh. No move done.
Passing on the entrance to the chicane is not what you want.
A bump draft for Savigny,
and
and it bites him. Around he goes. And now he's going to have to wait for these cars to go by. Oh, what are you doing? Savigny backing up into traffic! Oh. Safety car is out.
Yeah, he got... I believe it was him who got the penalty last week for just driving back on the track, gaining an advantage, and hitting a car by
that was ugly.
Joining. I think he did it again right at the beginning of this race. So
we talk about it in the NASA drivers meetings. Pay attention to your relative, your F3 box. As much as it sucks, Mr. Savigny, you do not cross the track in a live track like that. That could have been much worse. And yes, Josh Darnell, prison time. It should have definitely been prison time. He crosses once, and Kingsbury comes up. And if you're Matt Kingsbury, where the hell do you go? You don't know where he's going. You just have to lick the stamp, send it, and hope it'll post.
Yeah. I had that happen to me last week in the Porsche Cup race. I had in Atlanta. There's a car at the...
Who is cutting the track? Savigny just cut the bus stop. Okay.
Everybody's coming in for pits, though. Get some waiver
rounds
for some drivers that are a lap down. Yeah, I mean, we're 15 minutes into this race. I'm sure they're going to have to take a second pit stop, but it seems like a good time to take your first.
And
Race tires, I'm not thinking you're going to need another set. They have the same tires whole race.
So Savigny stayed out. I don't... Of course, we don't want to claim he'll get a penalty, right? But I was going to say he should be. I mean, that was ridiculous from what we saw up here. And he stayed out. He cut the bus stop, or cut the final chicane. I don't know what's going to happen with the 499. We'll figure it out together. Cody Cosgrove beating everyone out of the pit lane.
I mean, I don't do penalties for this league, but I mean, I would assume a drive-through that's usually consistent from what we've seen. And I mean, if he's staying out and not going to pits, he's going to have to do a drive-through and a pit stop. I would have taken the pit stop now and then dealt with your drive-through on track. Now he's going to have to do a drive-through and then a pit stop because you can't do them at the same time.
Steven Savigny says, when are the penalties getting handed out? This stuff is ridiculous. It's a little interesting to say. All right. And I don't think... I have a feeling that he might try to pit under his penalty drive-through, and that would be even worse. You can't do that. All right. We're behind Brandon Lambert in the Toyota GR86 safety car. As he leads the field. Steven Savigny. Go on board the front bumper. Let's see if we can see the rear bumper.
I've lost it.
Oh, Lambert is... Safety car's ending. Okay. They are sending Lambert to the pits. Steven Savigny will be in control of the field, so a quick caution. We're still waiting for Rivas, Ebersol, Funk. We've got a couple cars still trying to catch up to the tail end of the field. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Savigny on this restart. Be sure, remember, we got live timing featured on the chat if you want to hang out and watch the drivers with their timing through the final chicane. We go back green with 40.5 minutes left to go in Montreal.
I'll tell you who hated this safety car the most is Cody Cosgrove and Ray Kingsbury, losing their 4 and 7 second gaps respectively.
To the inside, Cosgrove on Savigny. I say it all the time, whether it's NASA or SimCAR, you don't want to be racing a penalized car. Tentatively, I would say there might be something coming for the 499, but Cosgrove still stuck behind him. Single file for the field, through turns 1 and 2, no issues, no contact being had, as Savigny leads us on the curve, sliding his way through 3 and 4.
I mean, looking at their fastest laps, Cody Cosgrove.
Around is Cosgrove! He saved it!
That was incredible.
He didn't even touch the wall, Bryan!
That's one
All
way
the
to do it.
rallycross experience for Cody Cosgrove, former Contenders champion, and that proved it right there, Bryan. That was awesome.
Let's see if I can go back and watch that one more time.
As he goes off the track.
He did it so well, it didn't even count as an incident.
As Kingsbury passes his teammate, you might have to roll it back professionally. I'll keep an eye on live pictures, but I cannot believe that Cody Cosgrove saved that car. Like I said, the rallycross experience pays off for the Canadian. And just take a second look at this. That was insane. And the car gets very light through that corner. He did not touch anything, but he has lost another position to his other teammate, Steve Baker. He has gone from the lead to 4th in the matter of 2 laps. Under investigation, Steven Savigny.
That's completely understandable, though. Those rear tires came out, they got superheated, and he's just gotta let those rears cool down.
Around Baker into the wall of champions from the 3rd spot goes car number 2.
Yeah, that car is oof, that's a decent amount of damage for Baker. He's going to lose quite a bit of positions.
The worst part is
he's going to need to hit the pits for that one.
He'll have to find his way around Youngwall to the inside of Kingsbury in front of them.
Oh, and he's going to, I think he's going to tow. Yep, he's going to tow it.
And Baker. Bad luck. It's Clinton Funk's sympathy corner, again, on the backside of the circuit for the 122. Steven Savigny continues to lead. Pending penalty, I'd like to assume. We could be wrong, ladies and gentlemen, but that was some gnarly behavior that caused the safety car earlier on. Ray Kingsbury 2nd, 3rd Cody Cosgrove after the impeccable save. Kingsbury to the inside of Lindgren. Argy-bargy. Move the Connecticut driver up to the 6th spot. Just kidding. Around he goes off the front bumper of Lindgren with Youngwall involved. Safety car out. Drive-through penalty for Steven Savigny for the contact with Steve Baker and the unsafe rejoin.
Let me do a check real quick. Safety car's been deployed. Okay, yeah, Steven Savigny, he got a warning, and there, yep, it came through. It's a drive-through. I really like what they're doing with the penalty system now. They're making actual incidents that I can see who has and who hasn't received anything.
Ray Kingsbury's not happy. Ray Kingsbury came over and said nobody is entitled with a chat for race control with a race in the rain. It is not going well for them.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Kingsbury. Where is he currently?
And Savigny's going to try and serve his drive-through. He just got caught by race control Ray Kingsbury. He's trying to serve his drive-through under yellow.
That's not going to fly.
Apologies for me being quiet. I'm just keeping an eye on internal chat. He didn't catch that this is not allowed. Cody Cosgrove asks, how old is he? Okay.
That's why I got race chat.
Oh, they're arguing.
Race chat muted. I would love to listen, but...
And Brandon Lambert has just said, everybody be quiet. All right.
I'm waiting for the chat has been disabled, but...
I'm waiting for that as well. Savigny, that penalty is not... The penalty is not going to be cleared. I think he's going to be given another penalty. Chat has been disabled for Steven Savigny. There it is. So now... reopen the pit lane entrance. Savigny's going to have to serve. I think if they give him another penalty and he tries to serve it again, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. All right. Let's take a breath. Take a moment. And Bryan's yelling at me, so we're going to take a moment under yellow and actually get our break in midway through. You won't miss a thing. We'll go ASN nonstop from Montreal.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous.
With your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds
Side by
it.
side between these two in the terminal. This is going to get spicy.
We welcome you back to Montreal. Cutting out of our break, we're about to go back green. Safety car heading to pit lane. I just want to remind everyone, SimCAR on ASN brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation, Too Fast Racing, Lambert Designs, and Mr. Patches. And we've got some shenanigans
try and hit the buttons that time, Josh.
front. That's why I knew we had a connection, and you weren't gonna worry about it. Ray Kingsbury's in the lead. We go back green. Cody Crosgrove in second, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on.
So
With Steven Savigny, he pitted under safety car.
So I did a little bit of investigative journalism while we were on break. So he has to do the drive-through under green. He did it under caution, and then he went back into the pits a second time. He's gonna still have to do a drive-through under green. He doesn't have the penalty right now. I'm sure they're still looking at it. They got a whole lot of incidents they're still looking at, so I'm sure we'll still see it.
Contact between Scott Lindgren and Jason Lynn in the chicane. Tucker Lindgren, Josh Sussey, parking lot in this chicane. Safety car deployed again.
I crashed there once. I got made fun of for my paint job, and I
and Jason Lynn,
my KFC paint job after that.
So Scott Lindgren and Jason Lynn were trying to figure out. Scott Lindgren got passed by Lynn, and it's like I don't know what happened.
Scott Lindgren got a meatball flag for this. Also, we're looking at Scott Lindgren fully rear-end it. Who was that? Jason Lind? Is that Jason
Lynn sent him. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. That was
Jesse
ugly.
Payton Funk also involved in an incident. Trying to look. Yep. I don't know. I lost it.
Pits are open now.
Go look at what happened to Payton Funk here. Payton Funk coming along.
Let's stay on this if it said something.
No. That's just them slowing down. They slowed down.
Oh, iRacing thinks they crashed.
Yeah.
Just want to remind everyone, of course, with our partners with the SimCAR Grand-Am Series, but if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe at ASN TV USA, no matter the platform. We're looking for 1,000 subscribers on ASN Live. Currently at 983. And we're even on the dark web, according to Bryan. But you think whatever platform it might be, we are on it, or we will be on it, trying to spread all of ASN to everywhere, and ASNTVUSA.com. We got some special events coming in the coming months, so be sure to join and hang out with us. It's not just going to be NASA Rallycross and SimCAR. Yes, Bryan?
We got a little bit of time. We're under caution. We can read them.
Oh, okay. You're going to have to... Let me take a breath here. The SimCAR Grand-Am Series on ASN is brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation. Trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers' Championship. By Too Fast Racing, a massive sim community built on the high-octane world of Beam NG drag racing, now taking on iRacing with over 14,000 members. From the drag strip to the curves at SimCAR, Too Fast Racing is where speed lives. By Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the SimCAR Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. And finally, by Mr. Patches, makers of custom patches that let you wear your racing pride. And this season, they're putting $50 on the line for each class's winning team. From the track to your jacket, Mr. Patches has you covered as the presenting sponsor for the team's championship. While we're under yellow, Mr. Bryan Sawyer, do we want to take a look at some upcoming shows for the Automotive Sports Network?
No, we don't. Safety car is about to end.
You know what? This is why I don't direct shows, because I don't pay attention. Brandon Lambert in the Toyota GR86 safety car. Ray Kingsbury in the lead. Cody Crossgrove, Kevin Fanning, Karsten Quinton, Dex Lindgren, the top 5. Thanks to everyone hanging out with us. I'm not 100% after coming back from Florida and getting sick. We're here. We're having a great time. It's Thursday night. We got SimCAR on ASN. We got some good stuff planned. And it has been a great show so far. 26 and let's call it a half minutes left to go when they hit the start-finish line. Will Cody Crossgrove get redemption from what happened a couple of laps ago? Kingsbury, Crossgrove, Fanning, Quinton, Lindgren, top 5. We go back green in Montreal.
Cody Crossgrove probably the happiest for that second safety car.
Slipstreaming his teammate across the start-finish line. We can now pass and make moves. Crossgrove has not been in traffic all night. Pole man pulled out from a huge lead, and now he's stuck behind his teammate. Side by side, Raymond Rodriguez and Josh Stoltz, 2 AM drivers. They're battling for second in that subclass. Here comes Tucker Lindgren in the 997 mixing it up. 3 cars under a blanket for the AM class, down to turn number 3. Rodriguez on the outside of Lindgren, no dice for the Puerto Rican against the American. Josh Sussey, Daniel Coletta, Christian Youngwall in 11th. Through the rest of the field, we're still waiting for Steven Savigny. He's pitting again. Is he getting a hold? He's supposed to get another drive-through. I don't know what's happening with him, as sending in his Rivas on Sohn in the back of the field. And I think this race is all, it's going to be about the clear track. If you're leading, you have no spray, you can focus the best. Clinton Funk, Jesse Pate, and they're crashing on the backstretch. Jesse Pate came across again into another car. This time it was Clinton Funk, and the 31 has spun his way down the backstretch and no rear wing again. Take a second look. He just came across. It was just like earlier with Christian Youngwall. Car left.
Yeah, you gotta know when there's a car there.
And now, no rear wing again.
Josh,
Youngwall passes Sussy.
I need to correct
Sorry,
you,
Bryan.
Josh. You're
Yes,
talking
Bryan.
about the battle with Rodriguez and Lindgren. Saying the
I
Puerto
did for the
Rican
moment.
versus the American. They're both American.
Not according to iRacing.
As far as
Raymond
I know,
Rodriguez-
Puerto Ricans
Ra-
are American.
I guess you're... Listen, I'm just going off of what I see under the names. It said Lindgren, United States, Rodriguez, Puerto Rico. The geographical and political things are out of the scope of this broadcast, Bryan.
What happened to
And
third
Clinton-
grade, Josh?
What happened? I'm not going to go there, Bryan. That's an ASN after dark conversation. Karsten Quint mowing the lawn, a very soggy lawn in turn 3 in the 555. Yeah, I changed mine to Australia, and then Bryan made fun of me. Josh Mertz from Australia? I don't know. I'm just picking random countries. Listen,
That is true. Every season it's different.
it was Germany, then it was Ireland, then it was Indiana, then it was Australia. Now it's unassigned. I digress.
Josh Mertz takes a 23andMe test and just picks one each week.
Not a sponsor. Karsten Quint in 5th. He lost the position to Dex Lindgren. Time penalty for Jesse Pate, 5 seconds, too many incident points. Dare I say it? Might be not enough. He's ruined a couple races tonight.
Yeah, I would say that.
I know who's in Antarctica, Mr. Janitor Dave. It's Matt Kalish, just like Chris Luna in NASA, okay? You just got 1 or 2 guys that represent Antarctica. And you know what? They're part of the Penguin Society, for all I know.
I mean, I like Brandon Lambert representing Vatican City.
That's Ray Kingsbury. You really don't know how to read.
Rankings, man. I thought Lambert did too.
As Cody Crosgrove, full commitment in the 9, dropped a wheel onto the dirt. He saved it. But it's so interesting, and it's so obvious to say this, right? But it's interesting to witness with Crosgrove not in front of his teammate, and he's behind. He's struggling now. The roles are reversed. We've got 22 and a half minutes left to go. The gap is 0.8 of a second.
No, we got a whole lot of investigations coming through right now. Race control saying
Youngwall, Kingsbury, Lindgren.
Youngwall, Kingsbury, Lindgren. And I believe it was, I think Kingsbury, Matt Kingsbury was a little upset. He thought he might have been intent wrecked a little bit on his incident. Let me go back and see if I can see lap 12.
As I'll keep an eye up front, 2 live pictures, everyone kind of minding their own business, running their own races. Black flag, Dex Lindgren drive-through, causing a collision with Matt Kingsbury. That takes the 4th place man out of the running.
Yeah, let me go. I think this might be it. Let's go take a look.
Lindgren throttled up.
Yeah, that was a throttle up into a corner, and that'll take him around in a circle. So that is what that penalty is for.
As Lindgren now has the drive-through, but here's the thing: he's stuck behind Kevin Fanning. He's going to look to the inside potentially. How are you going to get to the pit lane entry when you have? Yeah, he's going to let him go. Into the pit lane goes the Porsche of Dex Lindgren. He's going to fall down the order with this drive-through penalty. Incident under investigation. Jason Lynn on lap 15. I think that was that issue with, I think it was Scott Lindgren. And one car sliding out of the way. It's Cody Crosgrove from 2nd, Bryan. 2nd place man, the pole man, over-rotated, really overcooked it. Off the road he went. And down the order he hits Tucker Lindgren in the 997. And now there's a parking lot in turn 2. I think that That might be some form of penalty for Cosgrove. That was why so messy with the rejoins, guys? That's crazy.
I think he saw the gap there. He had initially tried to get it around and just couldn't get it around soon enough. It looked like he was about to try and then gave up, but he came out just a little too far. We're going to watch the incident again. Locks up the tires, slides out, no brakes, into the grass. Grass stops him. He sees he has, hey, look, I got a lot of room here. Let's see if I can. Nope. Gotta go. Can I go again? Let's see if I can make this gap. Nope. And just, yeah, timed it poorly. Caused a little bit of parking lot.
We've lost Miguel Rivas. He's disconnected. Drive-through penalty for Jason Lin. Tier 3 collision with the 11 car. And the 11 car, Scott Lindgren, after that incident on the restart.
What's a tier 3?
Well, I have the rule book open. Let me find it. Tier 3. All right. Oh, boy. Where are they at? Penalties. Tier 3. Drive-through penalty. 3 safety points and 6 championship points. Any multi-car incident or incident that heavily damages another driver's car. Example, a driver causes another driver's race to end, which I would say did that. And a driver causes an incident that collects 2 or more cars. Definitely did that one.
Watching John Ebersole and Clinton Funk battle for P11. John Ebersole getting the pass done. We'll see if he can hold it through the hairpin up here, or the next chicane.
Apparently no safety car for that one. It's a little interesting that was no safety car, but...
Well, talking to them before the race control said, we're going to try and let them race as much as possible, but out of any incident, I feel like that would have been one that we would have seen it for, but we did just see 2. So I think they want them to have a little bit of racing. We got about 18 minutes left. Clinton Funk got taken out on lap 17.
That was with,
see if I can find out.
That was with, who was that with? Jesse Pate, I think. Although that could be a different incident. Ray Kingsbury loves this. Look at this lead. 6.5 seconds. Let's take a second look. Yeah, this was...
Yeah, that's Pate.
It's Pate just ignoring that there's a car to his left.
I want to do this real quick. Go back on board, Pate. We're going to go on board. See what he sees. Out there. And he... I don't know what he's thinking. He might think he's clear, but car's not.
Let's do one better. Yet. Roll that back and do you have a cockpit camera on these camera packs? So roll that back and do the actual cockpit camera if you do. Let's see what he really saw.
I don't think I have a cockpit camera.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
But yeah. I mean, you should know the car's still right there. Gotta listen to the spotter.
And a lot of these guys, so maybe the sim didn't tell him car left, right? But a lot of these guys run a third-party spotter utility. And it would have told you. It wouldn't incessantly tell you there's a car left or car right or whatever it may be. On screen at the moment.
The car. Looking at some replays of things that happened. That was Tucker Lindgren on lap 21 losing his car. Daniel Coletta also had an issue on lap 21. Looks like he gets into the rear end of, not quite sure who that is. Loses his front bumper. Comes back, and then Bryan Sohn had an incident on lap 21 as well. See what that is. Looks probably a self spin, or just yep.
There he goes.
A self spin. Yep, easy to do. Back to live pictures. Let's see what we got for our battle. We got Tucker Lindgren chasing down Jason Lin, who Jason Lin has a penalty, so I think Jason's just gonna let him go, or Jason has a meatball. Which one is it?
Jason has that black flag.
Has a black flag. You are correct.
With that penalty when he came across. And the
closest thing to a battle is this. Christian Youngwall chasing down Raymond Rodriguez. Raymond Rodriguez up to 4th overall, and he's been hit quite I think he was involved in a couple incidents. I saw him get hit once. He was in that 3 wide thing, but he's second in AM, next behind Karsten Quint. So it's a good run for both these AMP drivers. There wasn't an AMP driver up in the top 7 for a little bit. Now we got 2 in the top 5.
It's been an up and down, topsy-turvy evening here in Montreal. It's been so much fun. As still 15 minutes left to go, and we saw from Daytona a couple weeks ago, it can change in an instant. We saw from today, it can change in an instant. as we stay focused on, is this Rodriguez and Youngwall
Yes,
for
it
4th and 5th. Fanning is losing time to Ray Kingsbury. Kingsbury 1 minute 49.329. Fanning in the Corvette 1 minute 50.439 for the 911. A second a lap slower. Still an impressive run for Fanning. Karsten Quint closing in, matching lap times to the 911. And Rodriguez 3/4 of a second slower than Christian Youngwall that last time around.
Right now, Youngwall about 3/10 up on the predicted lap time too for this lap. We just watched that delta close over the last few quarters from 7/10 down to about 3.
Steven Savigny has the black flag again from that incident. Jason Lynn has also not served his black flag. Now, if I recall correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, words are hard. Is this like a meatball flag where if you don't serve it within 3 laps, you'll get DQ'd?
I believe so. Cody Cosgrove being investigated for his incident coming back on the track, and I think he hit who? Dex Lindgren? Or
it's Tucker
Jason
Lindgren, I think.
Tucker Lindgren. There's 3 of them. It's hard to keep track of which
I think
one.
it's a father and his 2 sons, which is awesome,
Yes.
but it's hard to keep track. So Cosgrove trying to catch Dex Lindgren for the 6th position. He's looking on the outside into the hairpin. Porsche versus Mercedes. And Lindgren holds that position. Cody Cosgrove, black flag, the pole man with an unsafe rejoin. Drive-through penalty for the Canadian.
Unfortunate for his evening. He's in 7th now. He's not going to be able to recover much in about 10 minutes.
And now, do you take this penalty right now? He does. So he will serve his penalty. He will lose a decent amount of positions. I think he's going to fall to the tail end of this line. There's no way that he'll save any positions.
Yeah. Closest thing to a battle now is Daniel Coletta chasing down John Ebersol for the final position in the top 10. Well, now they're both in the top 10. They both passed Cody Cosgrove in the pits. So it's for 9th now.
Steven Savigny, 5-second time penalty. Too many incident points.
Yeah. He is not having a night. This is probably one he's going to want to forget.
As exiting the pit lane, or rather, Cosgrove pitted under his penalty. I don't know what race control is going to do with that. But if it's any...
Historically, that is not allowed.
It's not going to count. Yeah, so he's in the pits in the 9.
That's not a drive-through. That's a park.
John Ebersol and Matt Kingsbury under investigation for an incident on lap number 20.
Hats off to Jesse Pate for driving this car so long without a rear wing. Seems to be
Josh Sussey has crashed in turn 3. Huge hit for the 13. Left rear demolished. He's got nobody around him.
There's no way that car doesn't get a meatball. Yep, there it is. That car is done. Take a look at what
Black
happened
flag
there.
with the orange disc. I think he hit the grass or the paint. Let's take a second look. Oh.
Just a puddle.
Okay.
Yeah, that rear
And
left
Clinton
is just
Funk and Jesse
locked up.
Pate are having an argument. As Jesse Pate is just driving into Clinton Funk. These guys battling for 12th. Jesse Pate has no rear wing. He's broken 2 cars. And this is the closest battle we have right now. Clinton Funk not happy with this in the 122 down to the final chicane. Lucky for Jesse, there's no real need for downforce in the rain.
Tucker
In the pit
Lindgren
lane,
trying
Josh
to join this
Sussey.
battle also.
Pate looks to the inside on Funk. And Clinton Funk asking if he's going to get a 5-second penalty for 20 incident points. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. Jason Lynn and Steven Savigny have yet to serve their penalties. And Jesse Pate pushing
Pate
hard.
losing it a little bit.
Lindgren on the outside in the 997. Will he make it stick? Position change. Lindgren to 12th. Move Pate back a spot to 13th, but Pate surges. Door closes, and Lindgren recovering after that incident earlier with Cody Crossgrove. And Daniel Coletta has no front bumper, Bryan. When did that happen? That happened a while ago.
Yeah, Daniel Coletta just said, no, I don't need that.
And
But
Clinton
looks like
Funk has tumbled down the order. I thought it was contact. He just drove off the road. And what happened to Coletta again? Okay, now he's back going in the 10th position.
Take a look at what's happening for the battle for third. Karsten Quint chasing down Kevin Fanning, but Christian Youngwall's getting a little close. 3/10
Second, third, and fourth. Last time around, Fanning was a 1 minute 50.1, 1 minute 49.7 for Quint in the Mercedes. Youngwall 48.9 in the Ford Mustang. 7 seconds is the gap from Kingsbury to Fanning, with just under, well, let's call it 9 1/4 minutes left to go. It hasn't been an endurance race, Bryan, but I want to classify it as one because it has been a race of attrition, as Josh Darnell has said in our chat. Dropping like flies, you race the track, race your own car, race your competitors. Don't be afraid of the rain.
Yeah, we started this evening, 21 cars. We've lost, I believe, 3? And only have 15 on the lead lap. Karsten Quint off the track, losing 2 positions down to 4th. Kevin Fanning in P2, Christian Youngwall P3.
He still holds the AM class lead, but now it allows Raymond Rodriguez to get just a pinch closer. 1.6 seconds is the gap between the 555 and the 129.
So I think all that's going to do is extend Raymond's lead. Raymond is, I'll have points up right in front of me. Let's see.
Jesse Pate, time penalty, 5 seconds, too many incident points. So when it rains, it pours.
Currently in P6, so there's no, he's not going to get close enough to Ray to change any lead there. I think Ray's just going to extend his lead. Rob Edgel's in P2. Where is Rob? Is he even here this evening?
Rob Edgel is not. No Edgel tonight.
Raymond Rodriguez going to be squarely in P1 in the AM class.
This battle for second is not over between Fanning and Youngwall. And if these guys get together, Karsten Quint enjoys this. Just a reminder, in the AM subclass, we talk about it every week, but if you're new, welcome in. Karsten Quint might be sitting in 4th as the AM class leader, right? He does not get first place points in that class. He will get 4th place points for that AM class. So Raymond Rodriguez gets 5th place points, and if it ends right now, Josh Stoltz does not get 3rd place. He would get 8th, so there's a points discrepancy. And that's what makes the AM subclass relatively interesting in the grand scheme of the SimCAR Grand-Am Series. Youngwall about a 1/4 of a second behind Kevin Fanning. Last time around, he was 0.8 of a second faster, Bryan, than the 911.
Josh, I'm trying to pull up the confirmation of the points because that's how I thought we did it last season, but
is it different now?
I think it's just they get first place for being first place.
Oh.
I mean, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go through their point book and just confirm.
That would be interesting to see. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out as we go. 6.5 minutes left. Ray Kingsbury continues to lead. Christian Youngwall, 0.3 of a second down on Kevin Fanning. In the spray, behind Fanning is Youngwall. Surviving the pressure in the Corvette. Sorry, the McLaren now, ahead of the Ford Mustang. Youngwall looking driver's left. Will he send it into turn 1? Deep on the brakes. Fanning gives him room. We're side by side, into the left and into the right. Fanning has the better line. Youngwall on the paint, slipping and sliding to 2nd place. Goes the 22.
Yeah, Josh, I am showing that the AM class, for at least for Watkins Glen, race points 30 for the winner. GT3 class, race points 30 for the winner. So,
all right,
looks like they're scoring the same. I also
so
thought
apologies
it was different,
on that one.
Yeah. I thought it was different also, but apparently we were wrong.
Well, we both don't know how to read.
Matt Kingsbury just got a 5-second time penalty for too many incident points.
And he is in 8th right now. So 5 seconds, that would drop him behind...
One position.
Yeah, Ebersol.
Maybe
we have the Kevin Fanning super fan of Romain Rateau in chat. This is fantastic stuff. Join the conversation, everyone. It is always welcomed. Hashtag ASNTVUSA. It's a good time. Just under 5 minutes left to go.
I know Romain's running another league about this season. Hopefully he didn't get taken out of his race, since I know they run about the same time. So I hope it was a good result, Romain.
As Ray Kingsbury continues to lead. He's coming up on Bryan Sohn in the 0-3. We take lap number 29. Kevin Fanning, Karsten Quint in 4th. And it is 8.5 seconds from Kingsbury to Youngwall.
Drivers we have lost this evening: Steven Savigny, Jason Lynn, Joshua Sussy, Miguel Rivas, Steve Baker, and Scott Lindgren. Interestingly, Steven Savigny is down 1 lap. Jason Lynn was down 3. Cody Crossgrove down 5 laps. He should be able.
He's still in the pits. He's not moving.
Oh, he's not moving. It looked like it shows on track, but yeah, he must be done. If I were him,
I think when he got that penalty, he just parked it.
I don't know. If I were him, I'd try and get those couple positions back. You don't want to say, hey, I was just sitting there when I could have got a few more points and maybe had a championship position erased because of that. Matt Kingsbury and Josh Stoltz getting a little hairy through that turn there. Both of them losing it a little bit.
Closest battle is for the AM class win. We've got 3.25 minutes left. Kevin Fanning's in 3rd in front of Karsten Quint and Raymond Rodriguez. Last time around, Rodriguez was 0.3 up on Quint in the 555, was the 129. Mercedes versus BMW, 2 German manufacturers. Wide goes Kevin Fanning. Wide goes Raymond Rodriguez. Kingsbury and Stoltz having a good battle as well, but we keep our eyes on this AM class battle. .6 seconds between them. As Christian Youngwall, last lap for Kingsbury, 1 minute 50.6. Youngwall crosses the line, 1 minute 49.1. Impressive pace, but I don't think Youngwall will have enough time in the 22. We've seen crazy things happen always. It always happens. It doesn't matter what series it is here on ASN. You never say never until the checkered flag falls. I learned that one the hard way multiple times. Jesse Pate, time penalty, too many incident points. 5 seconds again for the 31. Into the wall goes Quint. He rode the wall through turn number 4. Down to 5. It has been torrential rain tonight in Montreal. And the gap is 0.6 seconds from Quint to Rodriguez. Gap is 6.5 from Kingsbury to Youngwall. I think we're coming to the white flag this time for the 25.
Where's Barney?
I'm saying the same thing. Does he not want to get wet?
He's taking a bathroom break.
Well, internal timing has listed a green flag. I'm sure it'll change to a white flag at the end of the time, so we won't stray away from this battle with Quint and Rodriguez. It has been such a fun evening here in Montreal. Thanks for hanging out with us. And of course, we still have 7 more weeks of action along the SimCAR Grand-Am schedule here on ASN. And Rodriguez losing a little bit of time to Quint. As Ray Kingsbury, I think, well, Bryan, timing doesn't say white flag. There's 30 seconds left. but it does not give him the white flag. I don't know what's going on here. Might be like that Sebring race that we did for Torque, where he gets the checkered flag and we have no clue what's happening.
Yeah, we'll just figure it out.
Rodriguez closes in on Quint in the 129 to the 555. 5 tenths of a second between them.
We're going to hang out here for just a second, see if Barney decides to show up.
Jesse Pate. Cutting the track. At that, I don't know.
There's the white flag. We got a white flag, but Barney is nowhere to be found.
He's probably changing his poncho.
I wonder if this is one of the tracks where he's actually off to the side.
That would make sense. Who knows? As Christian Youngwall, full commitment, nearly lost it in the penultimate chicane on the backstretch. Off the road goes Bryan Sohn to stay out of the way. Gap is 4 tenths of a second for the AM class win.
Yeah.
Down to the hairpin. Raymond Rodriguez is going to have one last shot. If he can't get it in the hairpin, he is way far back. But what's helping Karsten Quint is the slipstream from the McLaren of Kevin Fanning in front of him. Down the backstretch, final chicane, Wall of Champions, for the final time for Ray Kingsbury, the inaugural champion of the SimCAR Grand-Am Series, off of the final corner, got pipped for pole position by his teammate, but he comes out on top. It's 2 wins in a row for Kingsbury in the 25 in Montreal. Final chicane, Raymond Rodriguez could not get it done. Second is Christian Youngwall. What a drive for the 22. Fanning will come home in third. Romain Rateau is going to throw a party. And Karsten Quint wins the AM class over Raymond Rodriguez by 6 tenths of a second.
Watch your rest of the drivers come in. That was Dex Lindgren. We got Dex Lindgren now. Matt Kingsbury behind him. Josh Stoltz, Daniel Coletta, Tucker Lindgren.
Ebersol. Clinton
Might
Funk.
get a little drag race here with Lindgren if he can make anything happen. I don't think that's gonna. Oh.
Nope.
The race session ended.
And Jesse Pate is just mowing the grass every single time. That car is just completely demolished. I wonder if he might even get DQ'd. Pure speculation on that, but he's just been cutting the track every chance he gets. So, as the field rolls through, I think he's going to be one of the last cars to finish up. We can take a look at the classification at the end of our race tonight in Montreal. Ray Kingsbury, winner of the Pro Class and overall. Christian Youngwall, Kevin Fanning, joining him on the rostrum in the 22 and the 911. Winning the AM Class, Karsten Quint by 6 tenths of a second over Raymond Rodriguez, Dex Lindgren, Matt Kingsbury, and Josh Stoltz, winner last week, second consecutive podium for the 199 in the AM Class. Daniel Coletta, Tucker Lindgren, rounding out the top 10, with John Ebersol in 11th, Clinton Funk 12th, Jesse Pate. I don't think that's going to stand for Pate. That's pure speculation. We'll just have to wait and see what race control does. Bryan Sohn 14th and last car to finish the race classified, with Steven Savigny, Jason Lynn, Cody Cosgrove, Josh Sussey, Miguel Rivas, Steve Baker, and Scott Lindgren, all retirees from the night in Montreal. That was... We always say chaos. That was a good time. Let's see who we've got for post-race interviews. Nobody just yet.
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet. And Clinton Funk, steering is at 15 degrees to the right, he says. And you drove that car with that steering angle? Why are you texting and driving, kid? Granted, the race is over. Stop doing that. I'm watching his car. Beautiful track in Montreal. We've got Kevin Fanning joining the media pen. You just let me know when we are good for interviews, Bryan, and we can go from there.
Let's see. Go ahead, pull him in.
And Kevin Fanning, it's Josh and Bryan up in the booth. You got us? Wore out, brother, but I couldn't imagine what it was like for you guys in the spray, in the treacherous conditions. I always say this with interviews after crazy races. I watched it, obviously. Don't recall much that happened aside from chaos. So walk me through your race. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wait, go ahead. I think they can hear you now. Now they can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had a good race. Yeah, the spray off of turn 1 when I was behind the safety car with Cody and Ray was just unbelievable. I couldn't see Cody at all with his white car. So just tried to have a drive all within myself and try to keep Karsten behind me. I know late Christian came rolling through and I knew he wasn't my race. So I wasn't going to try to fight him. It's way too wet for that.
As I was looking through the qualifying to the results, and from 10th to 3rd, and we did mention earlier on that it seems so obvious to say, right? But Cody was out and away, and then the safety car came out. Ray passed him, and then in that spray, it just seems like it was so bad with the rain, with everything, that it was just, I guess, hope and pray that you're hitting your braking points and not crashing into anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had 0 front grip towards the end of the race. There was just nothing there. So I was braking early and hoping that Karsten wouldn't run me over. But hats off to him. What a great race he had. And we just kept it clean between ourselves and just let everything else fall around us. So.
All right, buddy. Well, a wonderful drive to 3rd. Who would you like to thank for the podium tonight?
Thank you guys for doing the broadcast, the SimCAR admins, Anthony and Brandon for what they did tonight, and my team, Silverback Racing. Thanks, guys.
All right, buddy. Good run tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Don't see anybody else, Josh.
We're going to wait about a minute, see if we've got anyone who wants to join us. Hopefully they can still hear me. I don't know how you have things set up, Bryan, but we'll...
They can still hear. They can hear you.
Wait a minute. Do you have points or no?
I'm working on it. That's what I was hoping
Okay.
we'd have more people for interview, but I actually, you know what? I think we're good. Give it 1 second here. I just want to make sure.
Just kidding.
Updates and
Race winner's here. Never mind. It gives
there
you time
he
for
is.
points. Are
I
you
was
ready?
wondering where he would be. I would assume he was showing up. Yeah, we're ready. Let's say hello.
Hey, Ray. It's Josh and Bryan. How are ya?
What's going on, guys?
I need to ask you. Talk me through your race. Cody was out and away, and then it quickly flipped. And it just seemed like to us that if you were out and away in front without the spray, it was nice and smooth sailing. But when you got in traffic, it was a nightmare. Talk me through your race.
Yeah, it was really hard to see. Obviously, we were 1, 2, 3 at one point. The car was really good. We built it for the dry. We actually didn't build a wet set. We figured if it's wet, it is what it is. So we built a dry set and then just made it like slightly softer just to be a little more comfortable just in case. And then the one edit for the wet was just the traction control and the rear anti-roll bar, like normal things. So because we weren't really sure what the weather was going to do going into this, so we prepared for both, but we really set up a dry car. We could have set this up to be a full wet setup, but we didn't feel like that was prudent, so we didn't do that. But yeah, I mean, Andy built us a crazy good car. Obviously, it showed all of our drivers had pace. Karsten was fast too. I know he likes the track, but he was really fast, and it wasn't an easy drive. There's a point where I was going into the hairpin on that last restart in front of Cody, and I was turned fully to the left, but the car went right through the corner. So I was like the Hudson Hornet in a way.
turn right to go left, utilizing all the rallycross and the slick driving experience for sure.
Yeah, it was scary. So I very well could have ended up like Cody. The track was like just evolving every lap. I mean, the fact we were running 150s, and in practice the slowest I ever went was like 145. Like, it was just absurd out there. I don't know even what to say.
So I'm
basically
looking at
I said to Cody,
numbers.
It's a survival race. I'm not racing you, and he didn't survive. So
your fastest lap in practice was a 44.6. You qualified at a 45.1. Your fastest lap in the race was a 47.7. So it was interesting. Bryan and I were talking that there were a couple of guys in warm up when the track was dry that went on track. Or it was drier, and messed up their muscle memory. So I don't know, but 2 out of 3 this season, feeling good. What could have been in Daytona without that restart, But who'd you like to thank for the victory tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Andy Fox is still just putting together the best sets we got with the Cosworth tools. I mean, you can't say enough about the guy. I mean, he builds the setups in a way that is I don't even know how to explain it, but like Formula One teams probably build their setups like this with the data he uses. So even before the partnership with Cosworth, I mean, he knows what he's doing, and it shows. I mean, we jump on for like an hour beginning of the week, give him feedback, and suddenly we have a rocket ship. So I can't take all the credit because my driving certainly wouldn't be enough to hold off some of the guys that are, I think, much better than me. But the setups are there, and good teammates behind me too. So I think we're feeling good. And you know what also helped today was my Penguin RC iFlag box, which told me when there was crashes in front of me in very bright LEDs. It just spammed me.
Well, in that case, being spammed and blinded was a good thing, my friend, because you weren't able to see anything otherwise. It was crazy. So good race, good win, and I think tentatively still the points leader after 2 consecutive victories. So we will see you next week in Silverstone.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. Enjoy.
All right, Brian. I have no one else in my media pen.
We got no one else in the media pen, but we do have points, Josh. We're going to go ahead. We're going to look at the AM class points first. Well, then we'll go look at overall. In AM class, Raymond Rodriguez holds on to P1, 104 points, getting a healthy gap over Josh Stoltz, who is up 2 positions to P2. Close battle, though, with Jesse Pate, who maintains the 3rd position. Karsten Quint up 2 to 4th. Tucker Lindgren. Rob Edgel down 4 for not showing up for the evening. Clinton Funk up 5. Good run for him. Brian Sohn, also a good run, up 3. Scott Lindgren and Tim Taplin both down 2. Over in the overall standings, Ray Kingsbury holds on to his lead, 114. Kevin Fanning and Dex Lindgren battling for the final 2 spots on the podium, 92 and 90. They flip-flop this week. Then Raymond Rodriguez up 1 to 4th overall. Matt Kingsbury down 1. Dan Coletta up 3. Jesse Pate, Christian Youngwall up 7. Great show for him. Cody Crossgrove down 1 and Karsten Quint up 6. Also a good show. A little pretty tight there for a few of those battles.
Take us through.
But that's what we got for points.
Take us through some upcoming programming on ASN, and then I will get your final thoughts, and we'll go from there.
Upcoming events, we got a whole lot of SimCAR coming up. Silverstone, Monza, The Bend, Motegi, Magny Cours, Mexico City, Sebring finishing the season. Same time, same place, same broadcast staff, unless something crazy happens. In between some of these races, I'm going to try and get some ASN events set up. You'll see me advertising them when they're ready to go. They're going to be crazy. We're going to have some probably Demolition Derby, Last Car Standing style races. So if that interests you, keep an ear open.
And ASNTVUSA.com, link to the Discord. Brian knows how to push some buttons, but we're going to have some information in regards to that. If you like what you saw tonight, ASNTVUSA, no matter the platform, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything. What else is there? Blue Sky, yeah, Dark Web, doesn't matter. Wherever you're at, we're probably there. Be sure to give us a like or a thumbs up or ring the bell, whatever it may be. We're looking for 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube for ASN Live. I last updated it 987, I think, is where we're at. So we're looking really good. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your dog. I don't care. We're just here having a good time, watching some racing, and having some fun. And I just want to remind everyone, the SimCAR Grand-Am Series on ASN is brought to you all season by Penguin RC Simulation. Trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers' Championship. By Too Fast Racing, a massive sim community built on the high-octane world of Beam NG drag racing, now taking on iRacing with over 14,000 members. From the drag strip to the curves here at SimCAR, Too Fast Racing is where speed lives. By Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. And for more information, join the SimCAR Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. And finally, Mr. Patches, makers of custom patches that let you wear your racing pride. And this season, they're putting $50 on the line for each class's winning team. From the track to your jacket, Mr. Patches has you covered as the presenting sponsor for the team's championship. Give me a final thought, Brian, and I'll close it up.
I bet these drivers are glad there's only one rain race this season, because that's a battle. I mean, this is a good track for the rain race. You got a whole bunch of trying to hold the car together through the chicanes, but that was a lot of fun to watch. A little chaotic at times, but nevertheless a good race. Got a little bit of breaking news. Happy birthday, Raymond Rodriguez. And aside from that, I got nothing else.
Couple of birthdays today. Happy birthday to Ray. Happy birthday, Cody Erdman. We got some people celebrating a very important day. Final thought from me, rain race, it's a blessing and a curse, right? To only have one. I would love more, but it's also a pain in the neck while commentating. It looks easy, right? If you looked at Bryan's setup, there's like 9 monitors, not even kidding. There's so many button boxes. It's bananas what he looks at. I've got 3 displays. I've got timing. I'm clicking through the entire field. It's just as hard to do this as it is to drive these cars, and those guys put on a hell of a show. As the checkered flag has fallen on the evening here in Montreal. On behalf of our entire production staff, my name is Josh Mertz. We thank you for joining us for tonight's coverage of the SimCAR Grand-Am Series from Montreal in Canada. We congratulate our winners Ray Kingsbury and Karsten Quint, and be sure to join us next Thursday for SimCAR from Silverstone. But until then, so long everyone.